What's up, guys? Today we check out the Genesis 3 no-till drill. All right, guys, so here it is. This is the Genesis 3. So this is a 36-inch no-till drill. This is a bucket list item right here, bud.
It's been on the list for a while.
Been on the list. Me and Chris had actually kind of talked about, you know, it would be really cool to have one of those no-till drills. And this guy gets to working on it in his mind, and it kind of takes over, right?
Yeah. That's kind of the way I'm built, unfortunately. So, yeah.
Hey, he's a good friend to have. I guarantee you. This guy right? So, Chris, where did you go to get this thing?
Almost 7 hours away, Kingdomville, Missouri. I'm hoping in about 6 hours we'll have the Whitetail Property Management and the Camel Family Outdoors no-till drill sitting right there. Have our hands on one. Hours later, it's back in Arkansas.
All right, guys. So of course we're like two kids in a candy store. We got a new toy. These things are super awesome. Makes you super efficient at planting. We may not have to breathe dust. We may not have to till for hours and hours and hours. But be honest, we really just want to plant something. And so Chris had a good idea. He wants to plant soybeans. So that's what we got here. We got some Roundup Ready soybeans. Yep. I've never planted soybeans. I've never tried them. Arkansas, we don't know, but we're going to give it a whirl. So we're going to show you guys step by step on how to set this machine up for these soybeans. All right, guys, so step one is we're going to set this up for the soybeans. We've already got the soybeans in the hopper, one bag of them here. So this is the size that we have. This is the size of the soybean. All right, Chris, so show them here on the side. This is your adjustment, right?
Adjustment for the seed size. So basically loosen this up and go, way over here to all the way down to 0. We're gonna start out somewhere in the 2 range just to see if we're cracking any seed.
Okay, come around there. All right, so you're set right at the 2 range. All right. So the next step is you got to you want to pull out the tray. You got 2 little hand-turned knobs, have to be taken off. The tray just slides out of there. So what you want to do is flip the tray over, right, Chris?
Yeah, that lets the seeds go through. Flip it over this way and they'll fall in the tray for weighing.
So that way you can catch them. So what we're doing, you flip the tray over, it's putting the tray back in. So now what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the wheel a few turns so that we make sure that this seed is not being cracked or busted, right?
Right. Just enough to get a few seeds in there to see. And you can hear them falling already, so like 2 or 3 turns we should be able to tell.
Okay.
So we only have like 1, 2, 3 busted ones. So that tells us we need to go up just a little bit.
All right,
we're close.
So when the seed busts, it actually kills the seed, right?
Yeah, it'll kill it.
So we've got to get it. We've got to make sure that we're not busting and cracking any seed.
Yeah, if it's a crack, they're no good.
Okay. So we're going to adjust this. What do you want to go to, Chris?
Oh, I mean, that's pretty close. We'll just bump it up just a little bit above 2, I think, and we should be in the ballpark.
All right, let's try it again one more time. All right, so we got the tray back in.
We'll give it another 3 cranks. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Now let's see
what we got. Any cracked at all?
I don't see any cracked ones in there. So I think we're right. There's one right there. That could have been one we dumped back in there, but I'm pretty happy with that.
So that's a pretty good. So we're about 2 1/3 on our setting.
Yeah.
And that's for these soybeans. All right, so let's move on to the next step. All right, so we got the tray back in, it's upside down. So now what we're doing is we want to set the seeds per acre, right?
Yep, seeds per acre. So with the Eagle seed, they want us to be at 50 pounds an acre.
50 pounds per acre.
This is a little under 2 acres here, but we're gonna probably try to hit that 50 pounds per acre mark. So in order to do that, you basically come over here and you loosen up these 2 knobs right here. And you can see you go from 0 to 11. We're sitting on 3 right now. That's kind of how it was delivered, so we got to start somewhere. So let's just try there. And then it says in the manual to turn the drive wheel 26 times, or if you have your acreage meter hooked up.
Which is right here.
Yeah, which I haven't done that yet. 2/10 of an acre on your acreage wheel.
All right, so to get a 26 true turns, we need to get a center point on the wheel, right?
Yeah, so I'm basically just going to use this little white dot right here.
Okay.
And turn it around 26 revolutions from there, and then we've got a little food scale and 2 bowls over there, so we'll transfer from the tray to the bowl to a pitcher and zero it out, and then we'll times that times 136 is how you get your pounds per acre.
Okay, so we're rotating this counterclockwise, which is just like you were pulling it with the tractor.
Yep. Yeah.
So you're rotating this tire here. The 26 turns replicates the 2/10.
Yeah.
And then you can figure your acreage by that.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it and see what happens. All right, so we're going to see what we put out on that setting. Like we said, the tray is backwards right now. So you kind of want to get all your seed down to the bottom corner.
Yeah, and
so it doesn't bounce out.
Every seed counts with this because, like I said, you're extrapolating a small number to a large acreage. So I would assume you'd want to be fairly accurate with this.
Yeah, pretty accurate with it. So let's work your seeds all down to the corner. So I'm going to empty all the seeds into a bowl, and then you're actually going to empty those seeds and weigh them.
Yeah,
right?
Yep. We'll zero this out. Zero this thing out with our. Bring these seeds over and dump them in and see where we're at.
What do you got? 5.6?
Yeah, 5.6.
Okay. All right, so 0.56 times 136 is 76 pounds per acre is where we're at. So we want to be at about 50 pounds per acre, right?
Yeah, so we're a little bit high, but
right,
so that's the way the machine came.
Let's check your setting. What's your setting on right there? Your setting is a little past 3?
Yeah, we're a little over 3 right there.
All right, so let's adjust that down. Go ahead.
Maybe 2 turns.
Just a little over 2?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to try it again, a little over 2. See what we got. So put the tray back in upside down. We'll run the same process here.
Yeah, rinse, repeat until we get the number we're looking for, which, I mean, I think we should be pretty close right there.
Yeah, I bet that's close. 26 turns?
26 more turns on this bad boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26.
All right.
Looks a little more right, huh?
A little less seed there. Where are we at now?
3.9.
3.9. So let's check that on the formula. All right, guys, so we got 53 pounds per acre is what it's showing here. So we're just a fuzz high. What do you think, Chris? A couple just small minor adjustments?
That's close enough. We're going to probably go maybe two turns back, and we should put us right about that 48 to 50 range.
So we're looking for 50 pounds per acre. So other than that, Chris, down here is where your seed depth is, right?
Yep.
So
Saying 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch on this particular seed, the soybean seed.
Okay, so I don't know if
Right
you can
now
see
it's
that.
set at 2, but we're gonna look at the ground and mess with, you can adjust some of the top link too, but the procedure is pretty simple. You basically just pull this pin out, and you can set it to, let's say if you want to go to a 1 inch mark, you just set that in there, put this pin back in there, which allows the wheel not to go as deep.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
So
Is that probably where we're going to need to set it, about the 1 inch mark?
probably set them all up to 1 inch, and then so we'll run a test bit over here and see what happens.
Okay, sounds good. So all in all, that's all there is to setting up this Genesis. Chris, you did a bunch of research. This was one of the user-friendliest machines out there.
For food plotting, I mean, you know, you look at what we got here. We're not going to go out and plant 200 acres of soybeans with it, but we can plant 10 or 12 pretty easily. And it's first time we set it up. It didn't take us long, a couple adjustments, and we're right in the ballpark where we needed to be. So I'm pretty excited.
Let's get it planted. All right, guys, so the goal is to get that thing drilled in about an inch depth, and just going back and looking, it looks like it's doing pretty good. Where we got hard packed soil, it's not doing as well, obviously. It does say that you want to try to get this planted into moist soils, but anywhere he's got foliage, like we're planting into clover right now in this clover field, and anywhere there's clover, the ground below it is soft enough that's taking it right in. So hopefully this works out. So the goal here, guys, is to get this in the ground and just see if it works. We've never tried soybeans. Now we've got the ability to do that with this no-till drill. You know, this could be something new for us. It's always exciting to try to upgrade and to get better and to get the latest stuff that'll help you succeed more, and that's what we're after. You know, we hope this turns into something that really makes our plot planting season a lot easier. It looks like it's going to do that. It's doing a really good job of getting the seed in the ground, getting it to that depth that it needs to be. So germination rates should shoot up. This also gives you the ability to leave a standing crop in the field and to actually plant into that crop and just crimp that existing crop down. And you know, you green up the lower level there, make that topsoil over a couple years time. So, you know, improving the soil and really good germination rates out of a drill. So, you know, we're excited to see what it does. You know, stay tuned, guys. We will show you updates as we go on this planting and more plantings to come. We love trying new stuff and to see what works. So stick with us. As always, guys, I want to thank y'all for watching today. And as always, God bless.